Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. This time we continue our look at these commemorative action figure sets that were released to celebrate home video releases as part of that big product push for each one, but were not included as a bonus with the home video releases. Were not promo items per se that were free or anything like that. You did have to buy these, and that did not themselves include home video items. These are celebratory things. So for a home video collector, they're kind of tangential to the overall collecting process. But for some of us, they're cool things to have because, hey, they were commemorating that which we collect. For others, nah, screw it. No point in collecting these. Your mileage will certainly vary on these. We've already looked at quite a few. In 2004, we saw 3 released to commemorate the original trilogy hitting DVD for the first time. In 2005, we saw another 3, bringing us to a total of 6 that were coming for Revenge of the Sith. But then we saw both volumes of the Clone Wars micro-series released and each got 2, bringing us to a total of 10 so far. And then in the last episode we took a look at 2006 where 3 more were released, this time for the original trilogy re-release in 2006, individually with those so-called unaltered editions with them. That's a total of 13 so far, and there's still more to go. Now we jump across 2007, because 2007 didn't have any of these, into 2008. And what was the big home video release in 2008? It was the Clone Wars. It's a big deal because the Clone Wars film got a Blu-ray release. It was the first Star Wars film ever to get a Blu-ray release. Do they call it a Blu-ray commemorative edition? Hell no, they don't. They simply call it a commemorative DVD collection again. Yeah, it was available on DVD too, but this was the cool way to see it. This was the big deal because it was freaking Blu-ray. You're going to celebrate DVD? What's wrong with you? We'll find out they fix that in a few years. Again, similar packaging, but designed in a different way this time. Similar in the sense of its shape and some of the markings on it. Now, these were Walmart exclusives. I'm not sure about the previous ones. Someone can let me know that perhaps in the comments for 2004 and 2005 stuff and the 2006 ones. These were specifically noted as only at Walmart, so I know these were exclusives. I'm not a figure collector by and large myself. In fact, prior to this stuff, aside from home video related stuff, about the only home video or the only action figure, stuff that I actually collected is that I've got some copies of the comic pack that was based on my own story from Star Wars Tales from back in 2004 with Kyle Katarn and the Yuuzhan Vong in it. And I had gotten a comic pack with Cade Skywalker because my son is named Cade and I wanted to have that for him later. And then just some odds and ends stuffs like a couple of the ones from Jedi Fallen Order, Thrawn, Jaina Solo, Afra. Just little things that I thought would kind of highlight my book collection when my book collection hadn't been cut down to really just this stuff down here and a few other guidebooks and whatnot. So I was just not a big collector of this stuff, so I couldn't say for sure what stuff is exclusive to where. Hopefully somebody can let me know if any of those others were exclusive to somewhere. These certainly were. So we have nothing up at the top. Side there has the Clone Wars, and in the corner, product assortment, and again, ages 4+. Nothing on the other edge here. We have Anakin, clones, and R2-D2 and all over here. The art stretches over with over here. Clone Wars commemorative DVD collection here. It's the packaging style carrying over. The other side says essentially the same thing. Notice in fine print underneath on both sides, DVD not included. Again, these celebrate the DVD and Blu-ray release. It does not actually include a disc. Okay? In here, we've got Anakin, a clone trooper, and R2-D2, so it tells you that down here. Commemorative DVD collection, over off to the side in fine print, DVD not included again. The warning about the choking hazard, as we would expect here. Star Wars The Clone Wars product line there in blue. Nothing on the top. The bottom, UPC, Star Wars, Hasbro logo, and the other logos we need, plus legalese. The back, Star Wars The Clone Wars, shows the products in this pack and tells you a little bit about each one. Legalese and warnings and whatnot, your symbols like Hasbro, the hyperspace website, visit starwars.hasbro.com, and so on down here. Shows you the other set. And then up here is our text, which is the same on both. There are 2 this time. This one reads, through the creative vision of Lucasfilm Limited, the Clone Wars are brought to life in an exciting theatrical release, very similar to the language we saw in 2005. A unique animation style captures, that too. A unique animation style captures the drama of this epic period in galactic history, along with its astounding heroes and adversaries. Noble Jedi warriors lead clone troopers into combat against the Separatist forces and their battle droid army. Anakin, Obi-Wan, and their comrades struggle against the rising power of the dark side and confront personal challenges against a backdrop of war-torn planets. Yes, if that sounds familiar, it is almost, but not quite, the exact same text from the ones for Volume 1 of the Clone Wars microseries back in '05. So maybe they were thinking people just forgot. Interesting that they called that a unique art style and then this a unique art style, even though they are different art styles. Whatever here. Okay, that's the first pack. Your second pack mixes up some heroes and villains. So you have Obi-Wan there with battle droids and Grievous. Similar sides. These are not numbered, by the way. Only ones that were really numbered, of course, were the ones for Revenge of the Sith. Whereas, of course, for 2004 and 2006, it was sort of broken up by the films anyway, so you didn't really need numbers because the films denoted which was which. There's your back. Similar setup, just showing the different characters that are included. Okay, so pack number 2, or number 1 if you want to call it that. But once again, a Clone Wars release, in this case, the Clone Wars ongoing series that came later by Dave Filoni, not the Genndy Tartakovsky series, but very similar to what we saw with the Tartakovsky series. A Clone Wars release on DVD, and Blu-ray in this case, gets a couple, 2 rather than 3, of these commemorative DVD collection releases. I do think it would have been smarter for them to call it Blu-ray, but maybe DVD collection is just what people were looking for, and after there being a year without any of these, they wanted to go back to that familiar name to get people to go in and pick these up, kind of knowing what they were. But again, DVD not included, kind of a side item for a Star Wars home video collector. But if you're looking for those, there are 2, and that brings our total up to 15, between 2004 up to 2008. There will be more, as we'll see in our next couple of episodes. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers and action figure collectors.